Welcome back to my channel, and this is lesson number 4. In the previous lesson number 3, we have developed this advanced search, advanced filter, in which you can filter by name. Suppose names that start with ZA, and you can filter by area, you can filter by country, for example USA. So it will show you all those names and filters you can apply. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to protect your sheet, so the changes can only be made if you are doing add or edit to a record. Otherwise the cells and the sheet will be totally locked. So let's go to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and I'll create a new module. Insert module. In this module I'm just going to write code how to protect the sheet. I'll name the module sub protect sheet, and just single line of code assets pro. In this code you can see there's a lot of things, but we'll just stick the first one here is the password that I've given 111. If you want to give a password, okay, or leave it a blank. For the moment I'll just leave it blank, and I'll just comment this portion, user interface, so you can see how it works. I'll save my work, I'll run this code. Now let's go back to our sheet. Now even if I want to add, you see it will give you an error because it is totally protected now. You see, you make any changes anywhere and it is not allowed to make any changes, not even the search. The sheet is totally protected. What I want to do now is just to unprotect, to allow the user, the Visual Basic, to make changes. The user, if the user cannot make changes, that should be controlled. But the VBA can make any changes. So for that purpose, we use this user interface only. Let me remove the comment. And now let's run it. Save our work, go to Visual Basic. Now let's see. When I click on add, it does not give me any error, but still I cannot make any changes because all these cells are locked. So now we have to make another macro just to unlock these cells. To unlock the cells, we'll go back to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and we'll select our customer macro module. At the end I'll write another sub lock unlock. Let me rename it customer form lock. Let's make it short, just lock, customer form lock and unlock. So now we need a criteria to know whether to lock the cells or to unlock them. For example, whenever I click on add, this cell B3 goes to true. If I click on cancel, this cell goes to false. So this, I can use this criteria. Suppose if I click on add, then all these cells should be unlocked. When I click on cancel, all these cells should be unlocked. So let's go back to our VBA, and I write the code .rg. So assets customer form dot range D4 to I4. This is our range from D, because this customer ID will be automatically generated, so we'll not do any editing to it. We'll just edit this range. So it's from D4 to I4. Locked is equal to false. So we will have to check first if assets customer form dot range B3, this is B3, B3 dot value is equal to true, then it should unlock the cells. That means locked is equal to false. Else, let me indent it. So else this range should be unlocked. Lock should be true. True. Let me comment it. Unlock the cells. Just copy it and lock the cells. Now I'll call this customer form lock sub from add. Whenever I add, let's go to our add. This is the add button. So I'll just add it here. Call the procedure. What was the name of the procedure? Customer form lock. Yes. Customer form lock. Customer form FRM. Let me write it the complete name. That's better. Customer form, so that next time every don't have customer form. Add customer form. Now let's give it a try. Let's save our work. Go to Visual Basics. Let's click add. Compile. Yeah, there's no end if. I forgot to write end if. End if. Save our work. Now let's click add, and you see now I can add city New York, USA. Testing. Now let's save our work. Save. Now you see, but still we have to apply the same procedure code for save also. So let's go to our VBA, and I'll just copy this name, form lock, Control C, and I'll use it with all the buttons. We have added to the add button here. Let me comment it also. Protect the customer form. Protect and protect. Let's write that. Protect and protect the customer form. And I'll use the same, copy this line of code, Control C. I'll also use it in customer save. I'll use it at the end. After this goes to true, I'll just use here Control V, and in cancel, after this true, Control V, and in edit also, after this goes to true. Now let's try. Save our work. Let's give it a try. Now when you click on add, cancel. Now let's see. See, you cannot make any changes now. You cannot change even this place. But we have to, even the search is locked now. But we have to unlock these cells. To unlock them, we'll just unlock our sheet. Select these cells because we don't want to lock them at any time. Go to the properties, format cells, protection, and just unlock them. Okay, and we don't want to lock the search. Go to the format cells. You can also bring this menu by Control 1. This is a shortcut key, Control 1, and then lock, unlock, and save. Now let's protect our sheet. Okay, now let's try again. But we can search number 10. We can search this, but we'll place the protect sheet pro macro in the workbook open. Let's go to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and here you see this workbook. So double click on it, and here we'll select workbook. It automatically gives us workbook open. Here we'll place this macro that we have created, protect sheet. Let's just copy it, go to our workbook, or just protect sheet, Control V. So whenever the workbook open, it will automatically protect the sheets. And let me add some password so that you can see that you cannot open it without password. Let me give it 1 1 3 ones. Let's run it. Let's go to the sheet. It asks for the password now. So this way you can give a password to your sheet also, so that nobody can make any changes to your formulas or to the work that you have done. Let's go to our Visual Basic editor, and here you can see in this customer macro there are so many coding that is repeated again and again. For example, you see this code for the buttons, this whole code, it is repeated here, it's repeated here in the save, same way in the cancel button and in the edit. So to refine our code and to make it short and easy, so it's better to create a macro, for a sub for it, another separate macro for these buttons. We can update them. So let's create a macro for these buttons. We will go to the end, create another macro, sub customer button update. I'll just name it customer button update. Now we need a criteria, and the criteria is the same. If this B3 goes to true, that means it is an add or edit. So at the add and edit, we'll call the same update of the buttons. Let me go to the coding. If let me write with sh customer form and with, and I'll just copy the coding from there. One we will use the add button code, this one. Yes, I'll just copy all of it, Control C, and just press Control V. Let me indent them. Now let's give it a criteria. If B3 goes to true, if dot range B3 dot value is equal to true, then that means it's an add. To maximize it, I'm ending them also. So else it is save or cancel. This is add or edit, and this is save or cancel. Let me write end if, so I won't forget it. End if. So in this procedure, I'll save, I'll just copy this save button. Yeah, I'll just copy them. Control C. I'll just copy them here. Control. Let's save our work. Now I'll just call this procedure customer button update. Instead of updating the status of the buttons all the time, Control C, I'll go to the add button. I'll just delete them. Control V, and just go to save. I'll delete all of them. Control V, just let me comment it. update the buttons. We write this comment there also. Control C here. Control C, and let's remove these. Delete. Control V. From the edit also. Control V. So this way you see we have removed a lot of coding, and we have simplified our code. Just with this, we'll call this code everywhere. Let's see, give it a try. Let's click on add. You see, click on cancel, but I think the adjustment have just moved because of the resize. I've resized this cell, this column, so it has just moved. Let's correct it. Let's save our work. Go to unprotect the sheet by giving the password 11. I'll just select one of them and format. Go to the selection pane here. I'll select edit with the edit button with the cancel button. Here it is. I'll just go to format, align to the left and align to the top. Now I'll select the add button and the save button, and let's align them to the left and to the top. Let's select all of them and let's align them to the top. Now it looks better. Let's save our work. Control S. Let's protect our sheet again by running the code. Just run this code to protect the sheet. Let's go back to our, now let's try it. Click cancel, edit. You see, so it has saved a lot of coding for us now. And the benefit of this is, if I want to add now a new button, suppose I have made a lot of filter, for example with this name and then with state. Now I want to clear this all with a single click of button. I don't want always to go there and delete them. For that purpose I'll create another button. So let's duplicate this button. I have to unprotect the sheet first. Unprotect by password. Now let's copy here. I'll just remove the macro, the previous macro. Let's name it customer filter clear button. This is the name, and we'll change the text also. Clear filter. We'll resize the button. Go to format and resize it. Yeah, that's okay. And just move it to a side because it's not related with the add or edit buttons, or we can just leave it here. No problem. Let's align them to the top. Let's align them. So now I'll create a macro for this, just to clear this range from here. This range should be cleared only, so that it shows all the data. We will go to our Visual Basic editor, Alt F11, and here in customer form I'll create another sub, clear customer form, customer clear filter. We just have to clear this range only, that's all. We have to do nothing, and call our advanced filter. This is from D6 to I6. sh customer form dot range D6. Let me take a look again. Yeah, D6 to I6. D6 to I6. We just have to clear the contents, dot clear contents, and just call the advanced filter. And let's see the name here, customer advanced filter, let's assign the macro. Right click, assign macro, customer where it is, customer clear filter. Now let's give it a try. Okay, and here by there, let's click on it. You see, now just with a click of a button all the filter is cleared. So the benefit of creating a separate macro for the update of the buttons is that now suppose if I want to hide this clear filter button also, when I click on add, I want this button also to be hidden. So to do that, I'll just have to make a changes in the macro that I've created. This macro, just have to make changes here. And to do that, it's very easy. I'll just copy this line of code so you don't have to type again. Control C and just paste it here. Control V, and let's see the name of the button, and name of the button is customer. I'll just copy the name from here. Control C, just go back and paste it here. That's all. Control V. I'll copy. Now this is for customer clear filter. Unhide the customer filter button, but I have to hide it because when I'm clicking on add, it must be hidden. So I'll change this just to MSO false. Let's change it to MSO false, equal to MSO false, and I'll just copy this code, and when I click on cancel or save, it should be unhidden. Control V, should be visible. So this is equal to MSO true. Control C and just replace it. Control V. This is hide and that's unhide. Let's try it. Save our work, give it a try. When I click on add, see it's hidden. When I click on cancel, it shows. So instead of if I did not hide this macro, single macro, I'd have to go every place here in cancel, in add, all of the buttons. I have to add them and update them. But now I can just update with a single line. You only have to take a look at this book customer update button, and I can update as many buttons as I want. So hope to see you in the next video, and hope you like this video. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe.